Hey guys, Age here. Now, this is another impromptu video, but I just have to get it off my chest. We're gonna call this the Mavuika Wishing Saga. Because the first time since I've ever played this game, I have never encountered this until now. I mean, I've seen other people encounter it when I watch their videos and stuff like that, but this is like the first time ever for me. For when I do wishing, I save for 2 months and then I wish because I want the character. I don't. There is no maybe or anything. There's either the universe likes me and I get that character early, or I just use up all my wishes and get the character or the C1 I want, or and pray for C2. For instance, we're looking at the screen here. It's still Malika's banner, but it ends in 1 day. So this is like, I give up. I lost this saga. I lost this battle against the universe and Mihoyo and shit like that. I have to say though, I went on the internet and they showed the pulling rate for Malika. Mavuika, uh, um, and how many people failed their 50-50, and oh my god, it is so close. Literally, it's 50-50. It's 50 people got uh won their 50-50 and 50-50 lost. There's no like 60% or 70%. No. It's down the middle. So it's no wonder that this shit happened. Honestly, I think they tweaked. I kind of like it feels like it. They tweaked the the drop rate, and they just didn't tell anyone. Like we're lying a little bit, so if it does come out, it's not gonna look that bad. Just to incentivize spending money, because this is the first time they did 2 5 stars and 2 5-star weapons, and what they're asking the player to do is, what if you to spend money? Anyways, this is my story on Malika's banner. I pulled for Chaska, and the gods blessed me. I won both my 50-50s, and I got Chaska at C2. And I do not regret that. No money paid, and anything like that. And I do not regret that. That was like the best thing that ever happened to my account. And I'll show you why Chaska is so good, and it's really disappointing. And I'm kind of happy because it's like a secret that only some of us people who pulled Chaska know, while the rest of the Genshin community who followed the meta, who followed the popular video people and stuff like that, saying her damage is chaotic and you can't use her in a team. You don't know what she's gonna uh react to and stuff like that. I'm like, you're just missing the entire point. That she's just massive damage up front. You don't need to finesse it. You don't need to lose HP. You don't need to gain stacks by hitting the enemy or losing HP to gain crit or nothing like that. Just use her skill and like 120k damage, 120k damage, 120k damage, 120k damage, and then burst at the end. Pretty more. How how can you beat that? Anyways, that's Chaska. We'll talk about that later. Okay, Mavuika Saga. Little innocent Age here says, I'm gonna get Mavuika. Because I really like the motorcycle exploring aspect. And here we go. The last pull was a 10 pull. That's why it says like the 20th of November? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, the 20th of November last year is the pull, 10 pull, got Chaska, and then there's like 4 summons after that. So here we go. Just remember, four extra summons there. We go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and there it is. So roughly 76. So 4, 5, 6. Bam! Failed the 50-50. I believe this was on video, but no one watches me anyway. But anyways, 76 summon. I went into this with 100 wishes. And then I'm like, oh well, I'll use my 100 wishes, and I'll use whatever primos I get from the events coming up and get the guarantee. Alright, so I got Diha. My Diha is C1, alright? I pulled her when she actually had a banner, because honestly, a cat girl, grown-up woman, badass looking, bodyguard, big sword, like, she appealed to me in so many aspects. Like, she was cool. So that's why I got her. And then I came back to Genshin in 5.0. I took a 1.5-year break and I came back because I saw an advertisement in my email saying, get a free 5-star if you join now. I'm like, really? So I loaded up Genshin. I'm like, oh yeah, look at that. Get a free 5-star. And I picked Dia. So my Dia was C1. I didn't think about it then. Alright? So, 76 first failed 50-50. Right? So now it's like, oh well, guaranteed. Let's spend the rest of my wishes and the wishes that I get from the events, the beetle battle and stuff like that. That the banner was up then. So what we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 6. So 3 added on to whatever's gonna happen now. We go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 5, 70, 75. Oh my god. 75, 76, 77, 78 plus 3. 81? Oh my god, they really, I went to like full hard pity, right? Like oh my god. 80 or 81, like damn. They they did not want me to, the universe did not want me to get this character at all. So there I am, I'm like, damn. That took just about everything just to get that Mavuika. Alright? And then I started to use her, right? I leveled her, I started to use her, a couple days went by, I finally got her to 90. You know, everyone is using her for big damage and all that stuff and stuff. But I was just like, man, I would love to ride around in her bike in Chesnaya, in the upcoming zones and things like that. And so it's like, the C1 of Mavuika extends your time in bike form. It's not C6. C6 is like infinite bike. You can ride your bike nonstop. But C1 is nice. So I'm like, I really want C1. Alright, so please, God, let it come early. Just let it come early and let me win my 50-50. Just let me have this, please. Right? Now, this is where Desperate Man comes in. I was so desperate for primos that I did everything. I finished getting 100% in every zone in Genshin. That's right. They're all 100%. I'll show you that in a little bit. And then I did Hangouts. That's right. I did all of them. All of them in like 3 days. I had unlocked a lot of them, but never did them. The only ones I completed was Bennett and Barbara. And then that's when I'm like, okay, this is too much. This is way too boring. And who would want to do this? Like for 20 primos per like every second ending, and I had to sit there for hours and click, 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 click. No, I couldn't do that. But I'm pretty sure they didn't have a skip feature then. So that was a bit of a lightsaver. But yeah, I was so desperate. I did all my events, and then I went. I hate DDR. I hate that they wasted development time implementing a full game inside of this game, and it's not even related to Genshin. It's not related to your account. You don't use your characters or anything like that, your weapons or your items or anything. I hated that they introduced the DDR music for a very small audience of people. Anyways, I went on that and I did the tutorial. I was just looking through my items looking for primos, and I clicked on the book, and I'm like, if you, I was wondering if like, is there achievement involved with this? Like, if you complete like 3 online DDR sessions, would you get primos? And I went into the book, and I'm like, oh, if you do the full tutorial, you get primos. So I did the entire tutorial, and that was bullshit. Yes, I'm horrible at it. I was using an Xbox controller then, and I, my brain couldn't comprehend the placement and what's on the screen properly. If I had like a controller where the buttons were lined up straight, yeah, I could do much better. And so I'm guessing like on a tablet or something big like that, or a touch screen, yeah, you can do really really good at that. But on an Xbox controller, I was horrible at it. It took me a couple tries just to get 50 like 2% just to get the primos. Anyways, I did that. Did the hangouts. Did the 100% zone. And I'm not even done yet. I went and did the Aranara shit. I opened my Aranara book and I was like, I'm pretty sure I did like all the Aranara guys. I'm like, oh, apparently I didn't get the check mark in the book, right? There's a if you go into the Aranara book, you're supposed to get a check mark if you complete it, and I have it for like 2. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I completed the quest. Why don't I have a check mark? So then I had to Google. It's like, why don't I have the check mark for this quest? And it's like, oh, the game doesn't tell you, or there's no hint whatsoever. But you have to go do this and talk to this person and bring this little girl to the to the garden. I'm like, how are you supposed to know that if the game doesn't tell you? Like, the world is gigantic for Genshin. Anyways, I finished the book, got some primos there, and I found all 76 lost RNRs. All right, there is a vault full of like 10 chests, and if you find all 76, they you're allowed to open all those chests. I did that. The thing with this quest is that there is no hit system, there is no treasure compass or anything like that. You literally have to go online and do one by one by one by one by and make sure like you have to run around the area for a couple minutes making sure you're not missing him. Because remember, they're green, right? And you're in Sumeru and they're standing in a field of grass. I'm like, I almost missed one. And then oh my god, I didn't realize this towards the end too, is that there's a part where you're supposed to use like a telescope and find the Aranara hidden in view. So I did that, and it's like, oh, you found me, and he pops away. I'm like, okay, so I got him, and I jumped off and glided down, thinking that I have to talk to him once I found him, but he was gone. I'm like, okay, he went back to the Aranara city, so I don't have to talk to him. And then towards the end, where I'm like, okay, just 2 more. I had to do the same thing in a different place where I had to look through the lens and find another Narnar, and he disappeared just like the first one, but then he popped up right next to me. I'm like, wait, you're, I'm supposed to, I was supposed to turn around and talk to him. Like, again, the game doesn't tell you that. Like, you're looking out on a tower, and I've gone through like 76. I've done like 6 or 8 of these towers, and I just realized now that every one of them I found with the lens, I left them on the tower because I didn't turn around the camera to see behind me. So then I had to go back to all those lens towers and go find them again. That was stupid. All right, Desperate Man. Like I said, I did all that for Primos, right? And this is the result of this part of the saga. All right? I'm like, God, please, just give it to me early. Give me win the 50-50. I've tried so hard. I put in the effort, the free to play effort, you know? Here we go. So, 3, 5, 10, 15. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Either 21 or 20 or 21. I'm like, when this thing popped, I'm like, oh my god! I literally stood up, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then it popped, and it's like, no! I literally like, I didn't realize I was doing it, but I just collapsed to my knees. I'm like, no! For the first time, I had the luck. I had the streamer. It wasn't. I didn't have the streamer luck because I wasn't streaming. I didn't record it, but I'm like, damn! It finally happened. I got a 5-star early, and after these like 80 pulls and 76 pulls on this banner, it finally happened. I got it early, and the game slaps me like, it's like, no, gotcha, bitch. Like, okay, the saga doesn't quite end now. There's a prologue. So when I pulled this, I was depressed. But I had to cheer myself up because during this 20 pull session, I was this close. I was an inch away from using real money. I was going to use real money to buy a character, to buy wishes. And I told my friends like I would feel really, really like depression, like hard depression, bad if I used real money and failed a 50-50 because I'm not rich. All right, I have a budget each month, and I have to go like some days without food just to extend my rations and my food, just to get it to towards like, okay, it's the next week. I can now use some money for food. Like, and I already spend um battle pass and a welcome moon occasionally. Like every second month, I do a battle pass. And I'm like, I have to tell myself that I didn't screw myself. It would have been really bad wasting that money, failing your 50-50, and then telling yourself I should have spent it on laundry, I should have spent it on food, I should have saved it for next month. And so that's what I told myself. I'm like, I need to feel better. All right, let's get a 5-star that, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad because it's free. And so I went to my standard banner. My standard banner was at 65 pity. So I knew the next 10 pull, which I was going to save and pull on video, right? But I was so depressed and trying to cheer myself up that I went on my standard banner. And got this. So Genshin is like, yeah, you know what just happened? Let's do it again. I'm just sitting there with my mouth open. I'm like, what are the I want someone to know what are the chances two failed pities getting Diha and then pulling Diha on the standard banner. And then I'm here telling myself, I have a C4 5-star character and it's not Chi Chi. Before this, my highest 5-star was Jean. I don't even use her much and barely built her. Anyways, yeah, it was Jean. She was C3. But when I got those pulls on Jean, I just shrugged. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then this comes out of nowhere, a C4 Diha, and I'm like, I mean, I like the character, and I do use her on my secondary teams and things like that. So like, she got better, but I did not get Mavuika. That's what happened there. And then since then, I'm like 20 pity in still. I just threw up my arms at this moment, and I'm like, whatever. It's obvious that I'm not gonna get the C1 Mavuika. I might as well just prepare for Farina. And at this time they announced the banners, upcoming banners, and I'm like, shit, I can't believe this, but I prepped for Worldsley. I was gonna get him because I had, like I said before, I have no cryo. I have no cryo and no geo and barely any dendro in my account. So I was gonna change that and get and pull Worldsley, and then I was gonna say, okay, when Farina comes, I'll get her because again, I have no good hydro applicator, and from what I've seen, she's the best. And then they announced the banners, and I'm like, shit, it's both characters back to back, and I'm like, again, the universe screws me. It's like I had planned this, and the universe says, nah, screw it, you pick one, and I'm like, shit. Uh, so I all this since I'm not gonna get Malika, I just said to myself, I'm like, oh, well, I might as well get my pity ready. It's a guarantee now, right? So either I get Malika or I use all my wishes I get from Lantern Right when Farina comes. So look forward to that. Anyways, that is the saga of Malika's Banner. This is the first time it ever happened to me, where it's like I went hard at a character and I did not get what I want. Because I planned, like I said, I just save for 2 months and I get the character I want. Right? Top. Crystal top up. I have never bought this, and like I said, that 900 Genesis crystals is from the what do you call it? The Welkin Moon stuff. And not joking. Come on, come on. Not joking. 100% Natland. 100% Fontaine. That Bygone Sea. 100. Sumeru. Damn. This this one annoyed the shit out of me because it was always at 99%. So I was like, where is this? Why is it 99? I've spent hours going back and forth throughout the Aranara village and I could not find it. And then out of just like pure coincidence, I saw a symbol on I saw, what do you call those things? Sealy, the Sealy statues. I'm like, wait, there's a empty Sealy statue. Oh my god! And I'm like, where's the Sealy? Where is the Sealy? And again, I couldn't finish it. I'm like, it's just this fucking Sealy. Where is it? And I'm like running around, up, down, vertical, jumping on top of houses, inside of houses, on top of the leaves. Like, I'll show you what the zone looks like, right? Like, look at this, look at this. I was going everywhere. On top of that, on top of the cliffs, the houses, on top of every leaf looking for something. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, where is this Sealy? And just out of coincidence again, it's like, I spent so long here that it turned to night. Oh, and then I also actually turned it to, so in this zone, there's like the dream realm and the reality realm, right? You can switch between the two. So I'm like, I couldn't find it in the dream realm. I'm gonna go to the reality realm and look for it. But the Sealy statue is gone. Like I went over there and I'm like, where's okay, so apparently this puzzle is only in the dream realm. So I switched it back. And by then it was nighttime. And and it was right in front of me. I'm like, really, Genshin? Really? You can only see the Sealy at nighttime in the dream realm. I'm like, oh, I can't believe that. So that's how I finished getting that was the final one to 100% the world. That 99 took a little while. Yeah, Sumeru. Look at that. Down, down. 100, 100, 100. Over here, 100. And then you got Leeway. Yes, even the T zone. Even Chinese inspired green tea zone here. And then you got Imizuma. All 100%. And of course, 1.0. 100% that long ago. Right? And to prove it, where are you? I think it's this teleport. Yeah, yeah. Just to prove it, look at this. This is the vault. There's like 10 chests in here, and I got them all. Found all 76 R&R. So this is an achievement on its own. It's very tedious and bullshitty. Yeah, and then the other thing, where is it? Where's the moldy book? Oh, there it is. Right, this is what I'm talking about, the check mark. You haven't completed it until you get a check mark on all of them. I did that. And then I did there it is. Tutorial. Reward preview, and I did all of them. I was horrible, like I could barely do like the last 3. I scraped by. And finally, like I said, I did all the hangouts. All at once. This was painful. Oh god. I really hope honestly, I hope they never add more hangouts, but I know they will. Damn. Oh yeah, and I just want to show you because by the time I record Lantern Right, this is gonna be gone. But this is the event just before Lantern, right? Look how OP Chaska is. I just alternate the party members to fit the boss's weakness, and look how good this is. This, if you didn't know, this event was aimed at whales, and people were like, "Oh, my characters are so good, they do so much damage," and blah blah blah. This is for them to show it off, right? Because look at this, view friend record, right? You have to enable it, show challenge record, so it's off by default, right? For those people that don't care, but and then it's like, oh, you could compare with your friends how good you are compared to them and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not a whale, but I'm just like an average consumer for this game, and let me tell you, they really underestimated Chaska. And just I played around with her artifacts a bit, and look at this, she still has room for improvement. Like this, like, oh man, it's only 78 and 74. It's like, damn, if I could get another feather that's crit rate, crit dam, and just get enough crit rate just to match that 70, 74, just 74 or slightly better, and put everything into crit damage, she'll get even better. And then we have this, right? Usually this is your flex slot, right? But I got slightly lucky by getting a decent attack goblet, and I placed it here, and this is my flex slot. Look at this. Crit rate 3.1, and it all went into crit damage. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. So if I could get a better roll, that would be so cool. Yeah, I don't have any more attack gauntlets. She still has room to grow. Look at this. 51, and with her artifact set, that's 91% crit, 248% crit damage. And I could actually max that out because, you know, me, I have always food on the ready. I can increase her crit rate, go over her crit rate, and get a boost of 20% crit damage, or I could just use the temptation and just max out crit and just up her attack. Like, and the cool thing with Chaska is that you can use these things to boost an element. For instance, if you're up against like a boss that's weak, that's like water based or ice based, just boost your fire bullet by another 25%. Like, this is so cool. One last look. This was mine. If you do play Genshin, compare if you ever watch it. Anyways, like I said, this was just me rambling on. I just had to tell someone, like, because I'm a loner. I have no game friends. You know, they're all people living the life. They, and this was. Oh, did you know this? Like, you can change the wheel. You can change the quick wheel. I didn't know that until now. I like I'm constantly on about players not reading the screen, but I'm pretty sure like they added this. So I was so used to the wheel that I didn't even see the function menu at the bottom there. Press R, right trigger, and you can place it, and you can place things in there that you don't usually use too much, like wishing and battle pass. Yeah, you use a few times at the start of the week, but then you don't go to anymore because you've done all your weeklies and stuff like that. But yeah, that's nice. I do this a lot, like a party menu. I'm constantly pressing start, changing characters and all that stuff. That's that's a nice that's a nice thing. I don't see anyone else using it though. Anyways, yeah. So that's it. For Lantern, right? Like, I still don't know how I'm gonna handle it. Like, I'm so bored that yeah, I'll probably record it. But if I remember correctly, unless they changed it, they piece out the story every couple days. So what I might do is like record the start of Lantern, right? Do the mini games, and then stop the recording and not make it public until the entire story is released, and then make it all public so you get the entire story. I hate it when stuff is like pieced at, because it destroys the flow of the story, right? Or sometimes you just forget what's happened. That's the problem with Genshin. There's a lot. They destroyed their flow of their stories. For instance, the Chaska, the not Chaska, Mavuika's story, right? It's like everyone's going on a banquet, and I'm like, okay, everyone said their goodbyes and all that stuff like that, and then you go into the night realm. You're ready to go kill some bosses, but then they slow down again, and it's like, oh no no, they're all standing around in ghost form, and now you have to say goodbye to them again. I'm like, kind of destroyed. Like this was so unnecessary. Like, what was the point of the banquet? Everyone talking to each other before the final fight and stuff. Anyways, so that's my wishing history for Mavuika. I'm putting in this video too because, like I said, there's no way to like explain this in the next video of Lantern Right. Like Lantern Right to explain this on something that's gone, it doesn't seem right to me. So this would just be like an extra story about Malika's banner. Because like I said, like all this was off camera, right? Like, whew, man, I'm pretty sure you would have heard a man crying if you heard me pull the Dihas. Oh, just to take a look, yeah. Wasn't lying. Or, and then it's interesting. It's because could she become my first C6 character? And like I said, see a C6 character on an account that's never bought wishes. That's pretty good. I'm actually kind of proud of that. Like that's huge. But I am gonna spend money on wishes when Chaska, when they rerun Chaska, I am gonna spend money because, like I said, she is at C2. She is so broken. See, at C1, she's usable. At C0, she has so many limitations. It makes her very mediocre because only 3 of her bullets become powerful, right? But then C1 makes it 4 bullets. So you can work with that a bit. And then just, is it C1 or C2 that has, it has the passive? Oh no, in addition, no, that's not it. Chaska takes the, yeah, this. When Chaska takes the field, she will obtain 1 stack of Sigil of Radiant Shadow. Every time there's a different element on the team, she gains an attack buff. This makes it so that you only need 2 elements. You don't need the full 3. You don't need everyone in the party to be either Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo. You only need 2 of them to get the full damage buff. So yeah, like I said, from that alone, like right there, That's really good. And then it also makes her attack AoE based. Again, really good. So she gets 5 bullets now. She gets a full damage stack with at least 2 characters because there are so many assholes in co-op Genshin. That idiot that always joins the party that's like, I'm using John Lee. I I only care about myself. It's like I want to use him as a main DPS because he's so good. Like, oh no, I'm giving a shield to the party and I'm lowering the enemy's defense and resistance. I'm like, dude, first of all, the fight's only gonna last 20 seconds. We don't need defense. We just need offense to just murder the thing. Like, my god. Let me show you. Let me show you. I already did. I already did my trounce domains for this week, right? And it was good. People are struggling against this, right? I'm like, if I just get like people who play, if I get people who play along with Chaska with my character, it goes down before even phase 2 of the fight. Try to give an example here. Oh, what the hell, dude? Why did you put it back to matchmaking if you're gonna disband? Mark, oh god, Mark, fucking Cholone. Like, yeah, Cholon's good, but I hate it because I lose 30k damage bullets. 5 30k damage bullets. Someone picks Geo. See if I could get like a bunch of people. Come on, come on. Somebody pick Nouvellette or something. Arena. Come on. Perfect. What the shit? What the hell, dude? Up with food.
I pray you will find peace in death. Annihilation. The praise and never future.
Oh my god, dude. Usually we kill him before he does that. But of course, someone had to pick fucking Dendro. Oh my god, I miss Nouvellette. This bullshit. This is bullshit. Oh no, oh no. Out, out. Damn it, man, come on. This is a garbage team. It was a fucking garbage team. Fuck out of my team. Fucking weak Mavuika. Chitali. No, no. Get on my game. We'll try one more time. We'll try one more time. Like, damn, man. The first party at 2 a at reset, they were so good. It was Shatali, Luvet, Mavuika, and someone else, I forget. Really? Ugh.
Shall hear the prophecy.
Yes, yes, he does. He usually does that.
This world shall perish, and its ashes will fall like rain!
The hell? How did that get me? Oh my god, I missed. I missed. Where's it going? Where's it going? And that was with the Kazuha. Like, I could have done so much more damage. 35k more damage if he wasn't on the team. Yeah, usually people struggle against this. It's pretty easy if people play along with Chaska. Like I said, we would have killed it faster if he didn't pick Kazuha. If he had picked Chitali with Cinder City. If he doesn't have that, then he should have gone with Auroron. See if I can show you a good example. If everything lines up good. Like I just want beforehand I one faced this fight in co-op. Wait, Ningguang, what the fuck? Come on, play. Like, why? Don't you know this game? You're doing the highest, one of the highest level bosses in the game. So, Rin, can you change? Okay, so oh god, man. Yeah, why can't just fucking people play along, man? I know it's like, well, it's their account. They can play whoever they want and stuff like that, but you're what you're choosing is detrimental in a public setting. Ugh. Hard. Let's just see how this goes. Fucking Dendro. I mean, like, there's always someone who's an asshole. Like, it's my game. Play along, for fuck's sake. You can't. You have to pick your moments for this fight. Oh my god, dude. Fuck it, couldn't one phase it. My turn to sing. Fucking, I wanna end. Yeah. Like, what is Yi gonna do? Like, who's normal attacking? Like, this is what I mean. Like, no one, no one plays with cooperation in mind. What the fuck is Yi gonna do? No one is normal attacking. And then you have asshole Baiju? We got water. We got. Isn't the boss water? Fucking. Fucking Zhao. Like I said, you need people who can contribute to the start of the fight. Not, I'm gonna wait to phase 2 or 3. Nah. This video was supposed to end like 30 minutes ago. Me just raging. Like, goddamn, why can't that show how cool Chaska is? Like, give me a fucking. Like, I just one shotted each boss when I did this off screen. I one faced each boss, and now it's like, I can't do it again because of all the bad players have now come on. Like, literally, at reset, like a few seconds after reset, I went on to co-op and I got the best characters because those people are actually hardcore. Well, that's interesting. Again, it's like, ugh. For one thing, like, I'm pretty sure the boss is resistant to water, so right then, there, it is a huge DPS loss. My bullets are going to do very weak damage. And then you have 2 pyro. So again, I'm losing a bullet that does 30k damage each 5 times. Just because it's like, oh, I could use my Hu Tao to do a lot of damage in phase 2. It's like, dude, we're not going to phase 2. Have faith. Fucking another Baiju, god. Like, oh, we need healing. It's like, no, you don't, dude. Let me carry you, damn it. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna give this one more try, and then if I don't get a people who actually want to, contribute, I give up. I'm being a very elitist here. I know that, but I just want to show off that we can have one face because the boss HP is bigger in co-op. Why the fuck Yi Lin? I guess Mulani's auto attacking, but wait, 2 water? Fucking 2 water. Yeah, we're not gonna one phase it. Ugh. So sad. Fucking, why choose you? Because Mavuika's hold skill isn't. It's not considered. It's still considered skill. No, it's not skill. No, it is a normal attack. I guess that's why. And Mulani's normal attack. I'm charge attack. Guess that's why. But again, against a boss who I'm pretty sure is resistant to water because it's a whale. Very, very sad. Wait, let me just see if I can do it. Who do I want? Want that? Ugh. Yeah, I see. I'm wasting so much time. Come on. Just do a good one for me. Yeah, see, like, I could one phase it if, you know, people would cooperate. I could do this online in co-op. They just cooperate, you know? This was actually harder because I have to control other characters wasting Chaska's time to kill. If, like I said, if I'm just left to my devices to attack, while everyone else, you know, picks the right element and does their shit, we one phase it easy, right? Just, but I'm just not getting people at all. They just want to use their character, Geo, Dendro, and stuff. And yes, Dendro would be good against that boss, but like I said, I can carry you. If you use Dendro, there are subpar DPS characters. They're not even Alhaitham, alright? Like Baiju, he's not a DPS character, man. Nahida, she's a reactor. She helps other people. And you're taking away a bullet. Like, I don't know what to say. Anyways, I can one phase a lot of shit. They just give me a chance. I'm just saying that. I know, I'm sorry. A lot of whining. I just wish I could prove that. This video may not even go up. I'll have to think about it.